Hello, good evening. Bringing you a review of the FTSE 100 for the trading session, the Tuesday, the 15th of December 2020. Okay, be sure to visit my website, and obviously my Twitter handle is there for all to see at trader_adil. Okay, in terms of the FTSE 100 today, certainly initially jumped higher on the back of the kick the can. Okay, so they kicked the can down the road. The so-called deadlines certainly are ignored now. That's the it's a scenario. There's no credibility left in politics anymore, unfortunately. It's a shame, especially the Tory party that we've got now, and it's a real shambles, and it's quite humiliating as well, being a UK citizen at present. Okay, either way, that's the scenario. Kick the can, markets rallied, and then obviously sold off on the back of Germany obviously increasing lockdown measures, and obviously London adopting it tier 3, and therefore obviously that triggered risk off. OPEC certainly warned in terms of oil. Boeing came under pressure, and then obviously you had New York as well, Mr. de Blasio, basically indicating a full lockdown, and therefore obviously vaccine euphoria was negated by lockdown phase. Okay, in terms of the FTSE 100, let's just look at the daily chart, see where we set up. I've already explained in the weekend, we've got this weekly resistance which still remains, okay, which is previous support equals resistance on the weekly, which obviously coincides with the fib 61%. I think I've told you that numerous times now, so that remains a key resistance. Horizontal resistance, obviously we're into previous support equals resistance around this 600 zone. Okay, and the market certainly has failed to surpass and move higher on the back of obviously vaccine euphoria. I did highlight to you that to watch out for the H&S formation on the FTSE 100 with the right shoulder, and that certainly is being respected thus far. Okay, so you've got the head, okay, and then you've got the right shoulder, fib 50% obviously moving lower. In terms of the H&S target, then if this were to play out, let's just have a look here again. Folks, this is no Mystic Meg style forecasting, it's just the market. Again, this pattern could be totally negated tomorrow with a new vaccine that's probably got higher efficacy, Brexit deal done, and the market literally just short squeezes higher. So this is no obviously Mystic Meg style forecasting, it's just basically trading what you see in the pattern at present, based on technical analysis of the higher probability of playing out, and that's all. Again, your stop losses are there if it breaks past 6640. Have to respect and the bulls obviously have the tape, and therefore we push higher and we adjust our obviously trading accordingly. We're not stubborn, and we're not married to any particular position, especially if you're a day trader. Okay, so just be flexible. Okay, H&S formation 6640 minus your neckline, which is obviously clearly now at 6520, just for the sake of mathematics and making things easy here. Obviously we project that down now, so it's 120 on the way down. 120 gives you basically 6400, okay, on the downside. Now let's have a look where 6400 actually lands. That'll be interesting. 1 second, let me just make that easier. 6400 is around 6450 is here, which is previous resistance equal support, and obviously 6400 does obviously coincide with the key horizontal support line. So again, let's see exactly how the market plays out. Obviously it'll be an interesting next 24 hours for the FTSE 100. Okay, 10-minute chart, let's have a look here on the FTSE itself. We failed to close the gap on the FTSE, so again that's an interesting observation. Obviously support seen below at 6520, and that remains the key zone to watch out for. Obviously the gap at 6600 remains unfilled. We did attempt to push higher on the FTSE today, and obviously we failed miserably, and after hours I think we're trading as low as 6500 now, 6510, so that'll be interesting to see how the FTSE plays out. Okay, in terms of the 10-minute chart then, so obviously you've got resistance here at 6580. You've got a key zone here around the 6570, and obviously you've got 6565. And that really is the zones to watch out for. Downside, obviously, yeah, you do have support potentially here around 6535, the ultimate support being 6520 zone on the downside, and obviously if you push higher than 6630 is your key resistance zone, and obviously gap fill is at 6600. So again, the markets could certainly move either direction, okay, but on the 60-minute chart, the daily chart, the bias certainly seems to be on the downside given the Brexit mess at present, and obviously London going into tier 3 as well is relatively risk off. Okay, I think that's a good summation really in terms of the markets. Wish you the best for tomorrow's trading. Goodbye now.